Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with an on-the-fly review for you. And today I'm talking about Three from Hell, released last month, just mere days before the passing of Sid Haig. And it's written and directed by Rob Zombie. And stars Bill Moseley, Sherry Moon, Dee Wallace, Richard Brake, Clint Howard, Danny Trejo, and the late great Sid Haig. Now, this is the third installment of the Hellbilly, Firefly, Driftwood Massacre saga. And just quick recap, I loved House of Thousand Corpses. I really like The Devil's Rejects, but I do think it's a bit overrated. Don't think it's as good as the first one. But I do think that both movies fall apart at the end of the film. And quite frankly, this movie's no different. It's, if not worse. The whole setup here is 10 years after the events of Rejects. Somehow, miraculously, not only did the Fireflies survive getting shot to shit by the cops, but they also didn't, get death penalties. Well, they did get death penalties, but they haven't been executed yet. The story picks up in 1988, and shortly after the escape of Otis. And gonna spoil right here because it's a total fucking bait and switch. Sid Haig isn't in the movie. He's in one scene. Has a great monologue towards the beginning of the film, but that's his only scene. I'm sure he was far too ill to actually shoot, but that's bait and switch, man. The movie's called Three from Hell. Sid Haig's on every poster, all the marketing. You know damn well people are walking in there thinking the return of Captain Spaulding, but we don't get that. The new member of the family is Fox, who is, they got the Midnight Wolf Man. He has some kind of nickname played by Richard Brake, who was so terrific in Rob Zombie's 31. Really, his performance is pretty much worth the price of admittance. He's good in this, but to me, all the Firefly family members really stood out as their own characters, and he kind of just feels a little too similar to Otis. Anyhow, he helps Otis escape, and they start planning the busting out Baby. And of course, they bust out Baby, they go on a massive killing spree, and by the time we get into the third act, somehow they're the heroes now because of reasons. So ultimately, it's the exact same fucking movie as The Devil's Rejects. Even down to Otis hooks up with a prostitute and she gets killed. That kind of shit. I mean, it is, even has their, horribly long sequence of them horribly torturing these people who, of course, don't get away, die horribly, and it die the most horrific way imaginable, and it's in great detail, and Rob Zombie takes his fucking time. Now, the thing is, now when Devil's Rejects came out, it was so shocking and terrifying. I've never seen anything like that in a movie. And, I thought it was so distasteful in the second act. Now we're supposed to be rooting for them because bad things are happening to them. Now fuck them. Kill them slow. Fuck that. Anyhow, I had no sympathy for a serial killer. Are you fucking kidding me? Anyhow, it's the same thing. Same shebang. We get to the last 30 minutes of the movie, and all of a sudden we're supposed to be rooting for them. And it's far too similar, and I didn't really like that the first time they did it. So, I'm giving this movie 3 stars just because it's what I expected and, in a way, what I wanted, but that's both good and bad. I will praise Dee Wallace's performance. Small role, but she's really good in it. But yeah, man, it's, in a lot of ways, I was kind of done with this movie 40 minutes in. It's all going to be the same. And of course, just like Devil's Rejects and just like his Halloween remake, it goes way too fucking long. Anyhow, I've done talked myself down to 2 stars. And you check out the other critic ratings on this, they're all over the place. Like IMDb is 6.6 or... And Rotten Tomatoes 44%, and then you go on RogerEbert.com, 4 stars. What? How the fuck did they get 4 stars? Anyhow, I hope y'all like this review. I would definitely recommend seeing either of the other films. And you know, if you want to see this for completion's sake, sure, why not? But it didn't really do it for me. Even though there were sequences in the film I really enjoyed, like the opening sequence. They tell you the history of the Fireflies, cover the last 10 years of what's going on through news reports and newsreels. I thought that was cool. I like that kind of shit. But otherwise, yeah, man, the movie just didn't. It wasn't different enough to justify its own existence. Anyhow, hope y'all enjoyed this review, this video. Watch my other stuff. Check out my top 5 best horror villains list I posted earlier this morning. I might do another video later on today, but I'm going to try to spend some time with my kids. Anyhow, I'm Jake Davis, and I'll catch you on the fly.